Yes, we are finally getting married. And of course, I will do my own makeup. So today it's more like our first makeup trial. Yes. So we've been married for 3 years now, actually. But you know how it is in the Philippines? It feels like if you haven't done the church wedding, the church ceremony, it feels like something is just missing. I think it's a culture thing. I think it's being, a strict Catholic country. Let's begin the makeup. Where is my mirror? Okay. Primer. This is the only moisturizer primer that works with my very extremely dry skin, and I love to apply a very generous amount of this moisturizer, and then I do this massage. Yes. I'm gonna start with this concealer from Hourglass. Something that I do if it's like a full, not really a full glam, but if it's something like a special event kind of makeup, I tend to do the eyes first, and I prefer to apply concealer as our base. Oh yes, after 3 years of doing YouTube, I finally have a mirror, which I can hold properly. And then I go ahead and do it's sort of like underpainting. I just do a little contour for the nose. This is from Rare Beauty, the contour stick. And then I extend that contour towards my crease. Oh, a little update, which is not very related to this video. My nose is fine, by the way. It's all good now. I apply here as well, a little to the forehead. This makeup technique, it's called underpainting. It makes the cream products look more, it just looks more blended. So I have been using this technique as well whenever I do my makeup. So that's it for now. I'm just gonna leave the contour like that for now. It looks a little weird, but trust the process. I will go ahead and proceed with my brows. I am using this Benefit Pro palette. We were talking about something, right? Right, the wedding. So, supposedly, the church wedding, well, we did our civil wedding on, that was February 2020. And the plan was just to gather documents for the wedding on that same year. And then pandemic happened. Everyone was on lockdown. So eventually the wedding was postponed for 3 years. Yes. And now finally the wedding is happening. I'm just so glad that we have the best suppliers. We've been rescheduling the wedding like almost every single year. And I'm just so glad that we have the best, most understanding suppliers because, it's been how many years? And they're like, we understand, it's okay, everybody's experiencing the exact same thing, so you don't have to worry, just let us know. I have the best suppliers. Not only are they very talented, they're more like friends, so I'm just so glad that I have the best ones. I like my brows to look a little bushy. And then I go ahead and get my concealer and just clean everything. For eyeshadow, I will be using two. This is from Huda Beauty and Charlotte Tilbury. Beautiful, beautiful pinks. Actually, everything that's here in Charlotte Tilbury is also here in Huda Beauty's palette. But something about the shade is just quite different. I'm gonna start with the shade. This is Bare, the very neutral, almost like powder color. Then just applying this shadow to the entire lid. I have been practicing this makeup look for, a long time now because I am courageous enough to do my own makeup, so I have to make it right. Let's just say that we will try a couple of makeup looks here. So this is going to be our first attempt, and I hope this will work. So that's the eyeshadow color base, and then after that I'm gonna go with Charlotte Tilbury, and I will use this lighter shade here. I also prefer a less dramatic makeup look, not like very very fresh look, but also not as like full glam, which is difficult because every time I've been practicing this look and every time I do it, I end up looking like I'm doing stage makeup. And then this darker shade, which is, we will focus this one on the outer corner. I like to diffuse the color, like going towards the inner corner, but I don't really like apply that shade towards the inner corner as well, if you get what I mean, like just to diffuse that color. And then I use this pencil brush. I go back to the darker shade and then I just apply. Okay, I create like a very soft liner. I cannot do tight line. No. Perhaps I haven't found the right liner yet, but it's just not for me, especially during our wedding, which my husband will cry a lot, and I might cry a little as well. So tight line is no, never gonna happen. I will end up looking like a raccoon, so no. This is the pencil liner from Charlotte Tilbury. So I create a straight line, not going up, going down, no, just straight line for me. Sort of like I just want to elongate the eyes. I go ahead and use an angled brush and then I smoke it out. I am considering buying the other one, the brown one, because this is in the shade Barbarella Brown, but when I apply it, like, see, it looks black. I've tried the other one. That one is really almost like a reddish brown, and I think I like that one as well. But let's see if this will work. I just think that my face does not really, it doesn't look nice with a striking, strong, shimmery eyeshadow. So I like how subtle this is, and I'm keeping that as well, almost like I'm not gonna go all the way towards the inner corner. I just keep it here in the middle. For our bridal makeup trial, I will use false lashes, but most definitely I will finally, for the first time, I will do the lash extensions on the day of the wedding, because it is a quite emotional day and I am the CEO of emotions, of crying. So yeah, I do cry a lot. No glue in this world will ever be able to hold up the false lashes if I just use false lashes on that day. So no, the lash extension is a must. Moving on, and to continue with our underpainting, I'm gonna go and use this blush from Rare Beauty. Of course, this is in the shade Happy. Applying 1, 2, 3 dots. I also prefer to apply the blush a little bit higher. The look is a blushing bride, so don't worry about it. We look a little too pink right now, but it should be okay later. I also like to apply a little bit to the nose and here as well. Now time for our foundation. This is the one and only the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I have tried several foundations and this is still my favorite, especially with this bridal makeup look. This is really still my favorite. I think I applied a little too much near the eyes. The concept of underpainting is basically just apply foundation only to the areas that are empty spaces. No blush, no contour. That's the concept of underpainting. All of the makeup products that I am using today, I have been curating them for the past, let's just say, 5 years. So after we buffed the foundation, I'm gonna go with our beauty blender. There is something about using beauty blenders after using a brush. It makes the skin looks really smooth. And then now time for our Hourglass concealer. This is also the reason why I really prefer to do the eyes first before the skin. You know, sometimes you get like the eyeshadow fallouts or the liner. And I also have the tendency to really touch my face whenever I am blending the eyeshadow. I prefer that very clean, snatched, like really clean under eye look. I also have, you know, my friends here. I am using now my Laura Mercier setting powder. I use a very tiny amount, and I'm really just focusing this here in my under eye area, pushing the product. I also apply here in my left line, because this part here gets a little dramatic as well. Right away, I need to, it's the brush! Okay, and I need to right away brush off the excess, because this powder works. It's the only powder that really works, but it just pulls out all the moisture in my face if I keep it for a long time. If I get very less sleep, it happens. They just say hello. But it's fine. It's skin. It's normal. I do have another powder that I love so much. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless, because it is really flawless finish powder. I apply that to the entire face, or like where it's needed, especially here in the forehead, middle of the nose. You know that concealer that we used for our friends? Use this as well. Basically, this powder is safe for my entire face. Next step is our bronzer. I am using the Hoola Benefit bronzer. I think I do have 2-3 other options, but this Benefit bronzer, it looks more natural. Before I proceed with the blush, I'm gonna go back to my Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow palette. Just use the darker eyeshadow shade for our lower lash line. You know, I can't really imagine someone else doing my bridal makeup. This time for blush, I'm gonna be using my Hourglass Diffused Heat. Again, the goal is blushing bride. Blush placement is going to be up here, higher than the usual like contour of the cheekbone, and apply a little bit of nose contour, very, very lightly. Highlighter, again from Hourglass, one of my favorite palette as well. I will use this one, the shade in the middle, and just gonna apply that here. Yes, pretty. Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. We just applied quite a lot of powder in our face, and we need that to blend. Oh, I can use this as a fan. Now is the fun part, lipstick, because I have been all over the place. I think I posted this recently in my story. I have been searching for the perfect lipstick. It's not that I don't have options, and I have a lot now here because I've been really working hard for the perfect lipstick. See, I have Givenchy here. I have 2 of my favorites from Givenchy. I even have the most beautiful lip shade from Pat McGrath. This is 1995. They're just so beautiful. I don't know why, but I end up with Mare, my first love. You see, years ago, I said if I will ever do my bridal makeup, I will only use Mare. And well, I have been searching for other options, yes, but I still go back to her. Look at how, that's her. I use her every single time, yes. So, we will use her today. I will use this, this is also my favorite MAC lip liner. This is in the shade Spice. This is trial makeup, so it's good. We can make adjustments. Maybe we want the lipstick to be something else. But for now, I'm just gonna use my classics, my favorite ever since. And this is my bridal makeup look. If you have any suggestions when it comes to the bridal makeup look that you love, also with makeup products, please do let me know, because I have 2 months to practice this look and try to make it as perfect as possible. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time on our second bridal makeup trial. Bye!